Hey, it's me. I'm just testing out my new Sennheiser MD46 mic connected via XLR cable to my Canon XA30. And what better time to do this and get a feel for holding a mic, right? Because I'm gonna do a podcast, and I don't want the mic to just sit there. Yeah, I gotta get comfortable holding it. And I thought, since this is gonna be the backdrop for the podcast in my garage here, and it's gonna involve my beer fridge, I figured why not test it out, tell the six of you that are going to watch this video that I'm going to start a podcast here pretty soon. And I know some of you are like, great, another middle-aged, slightly overweight white guy starting a new podcast. Yep, but I'm not going to talk about cars. I'm not going to talk about guns. I'm not going to talk about tools. I'm not going to talk about air compressors. Right now I'm just looking at things in my garage. I've got an idea. I don't know if it's being done yet, but it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. So, because I'm geeked out about all this new technology that I had, I'm going to have my favorite beer. Now, I'm going to tell you what my favorite beer is. But on the podcast, I'm not going to be showing you what kind of beer that I'll be drinking. I can tell you this is my last favorite beer. It is the New Belgium Mango 1985 IPA. This slaps. This hits. This is a great beer. So I'm not gonna give away what the podcast is right now. When I took the first sip of the beer, I was like, hey, yo, I should just tell you. And I'm not going to do that. But I can tell you I've already got some friends that want to be on it. I have one buddy who I just told, man, this is a paraphrase conversation. This isn't verbatim, but I was like, man, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. And that's all I said. That's it. And my buddy was like, I want to be a guest. Doesn't even know what it's about. And they already want to be a guest. I'm like, that's awesome. Thank you for supporting me in my endeavor that might only last, not too long. But thank you. And his quickness kind of shocked me because I could be like, I saw on the internet that the human anus can stretch far enough to fit 2 raccoons in it. So my podcast might be me. I'm not saying it is. It's not stretching to fit 2 raccoons in my anus. It's not. Don't worry. For those of you who are like, I'm going to subscribe, and then you just heard that, you're like, I'm not going to subscribe. It's not that. I should look to see if it has been done yet. I hope not. If I was a betting man, it has been done already. Because, There's millions of podcasts out there. So why listen to mine? I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. Maybe if you're a friend of mine watching this from when I posted this on Facebook and you want to support your friend, that's a good reason to subscribe, right? The end goal, being 100% transparent here, is to get a sponsor or sponsors enough to purchase a brand new truck, to alleviate some of my financial burden to that. So that's the end goal, you know? And because I'm not famous, right? I don't even know what it costs to be on sponsored, like how much sponsors pay for podcasts. I have no idea. So I figured I would undercut them, right? Because there's probably a price to be on the audio portion of just the podcast. Then there's probably a different price to be on the video portion of the podcast. Then there's probably different prices to be on the different social media sites of the podcast. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything, right? I was like, yo. You got to figure out how much it costs. Then you have to undercut your business. And then you got to do it. So I've kind of got that worked out. I'm not really enjoying this beer as I should because I'm trying to just make a video, but this is just a test video. And it's a good test because this is kind of what you're going to see. This isn't kind of. It is kind of what you're going to see because what I'm going to do is because I have no money for a budget, zero. That's not 100% true. This is a hobby. The wife kind of supported it. It cost me $600 to get some things for this. So for my podcast, I'm already negative. But it's going to be in the garage. And I'll probably stack two very expensive coolers on top of each other for the table for the time being. I'm going to sit right here. And I'm going to back my Maserati out and then put the camera in such a way where we're sitting down. It can capture the audio. I got a little podcast box which records to an SD card which can plug into 4 mics. So if I wanted to add 2 more people, I could order 2 more mics, 2 more XLRs, and we're good to go. And 2 more chairs. And, big picture, big far away dreams, right? Is I get sponsors. And then I can have different camera views. And then I can edit up those videos for the YouTubes, right? I can get better mics. I don't know if this is a good mic. This is the first mic that I've ever purchased. Maybe it's crappy. Let's work through this together to get better items. I might have to record a couple episodes in a row because I have unique days off. And my friends have unique days off. There might be some time where there's 2 people. There might be some time where it's just me. The possibilities are not endless. Endless? What? The possibilities are not endless. And it can either be 1, 2, 3, or 4 people. Because that's all that little podcast box accommodates is 4 people. Like if I sit down here, just imagine this is the chair. I will obviously have to adjust the camera because looking at the tiny little monitor, that shows a lot of stuff up here. Not so much down where I was sitting. So now I'll stand up. I don't even have out here the piece de resistance of this podcast. So I have to bring that out. I also have to figure out how to post a podcast. Because I don't know that. I've looked at it. It can't be that hard because millions of people do it. But, you know, I would imagine you host it on a site. And you got to pay that site because nothing in this world is free. And then that's disseminated, spread, shared with whatever. So it's another cost. And another thing I got to figure out. I got to find people. I think I got 3 or 4. We'll say 3.5 people for sure that want to do this. I got to try to convince my neighbors. Be like, hey, you want to be on my podcast? This is what we do. Does this seem cool to you? I bet you they would do it. You know, and then maybe sometimes we can talk about some serious things. You know, like maybe a friend of mine started a business. Well, let's talk about that. You know? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now. Just thinking and drinking. That's not the name of my podcast. But yeah, it'll be good. Maybe sometimes I switch it up. Maybe sometimes the backdrop is the wife's SUV. Maybe sometimes the backdrop is my Maserati. Maybe the whole time to play on the beer fridge. It's just this. I don't know. It's all trial and error. It's all fun. It's all exciting. Maybe it does really well, and people are like, aha, I like it. Maybe, just maybe, a higher probability, it shits the bed. And then, in 3 months, I look at the stuff that I bought for $600, and I'm like, wow, what a waste of money. I think if I was a betting man, I would like to think mediocre success, right? But you have to manage your expectations, okay? This isn't my full-time job. I don't get the luxury of making videos every day. So, there's that. And I can't think of anything else besides that right now. You know, but then being out here, probably got to paint the walls, right? Like, oof. Or just get a green screen behind us when we're sitting down, and we could be in Alaska. We could be in Istanbul. We could be anywhere. Our little heart's desire with the green screen. And the magic of the internet. So this is my current endeavor. My hobbies are slightly expensive relative to my wife's hobbies. But she's going to take up golf soon, or she talks about it. So that will offset. Not fully be as, golf could probably be as expensive, if not more expensive than my hobbies, but probably not. So, we'll see. We're gonna go on this little adventure together. I hope the 5 of you, because I'm going to watch this video once it's posted on YouTube, but I hope the other 5 of you do consider subscribing to my podcast. And I'll have more info about the name of it. I might even design a little graphic. I'm going A-team level 12, 10, 11. A-team level 10 here. 11 here. A-team 11. A11. Some of you will know what that means. Most of you will not. And that's okay. Yeah. We're almost done with this beer. I'm sad because this is my favorite beer, and the first time I had it, I was like, wow, this is good. And then the next year they didn't make it, and then the following year it was only available in like a multi-pack, and then one year it was available in a 6-pack by itself. So I would just ball out at the liquor store. I'd be, you got four 6-packs? Hook it up, all of the 6-packs, and then it disappeared. Like last year, I don't think it was available at all, and then this year, I didn't see it until recently. But again, it was only available in the multi-pack, so I got a bunch of other beers that I'm not saying aren't good, but dang it, you can get those beers all the time. You can't get this beer all the time. So maybe next year they come out with their own 6-pack of it, and then I'd be gobbling up the 6-packs. It's like 6.7 ALC by volume, 12 fluid ounces. It's mango deliciousness. I even thought about getting a tattoo of that on me. Some might say it's dumb, but it is my body, and it is my choice to do that. I'm not going to. But for like a year, I mulled over it, and I was like, dude, that's pretty BA. Like, especially if you got that in color, as much of the color as you could. Obviously, you would get rid of the 1985 mango IPA, right? Or you just keep it on. You just be like, tattoo artist, do it on my back, my whole ass back. One sitting. Not happening. No way. So, yeah. We got a swig left, and then we're done skis. All right, so that's it. That's the video. This is, like I said, a little test run to see if these all work together. They appear to work together. And then I'm going to work out some more details. I got to test some other things that don't necessarily need me on video to do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It's hot in this garage too. It's not hot. It's muggy. I'm probably gonna start to sweat. I'm gonna go back inside where there's AC on the brought to me by the $9,600.57 AC that I recently purchased, which is beautiful. I'm gonna walk through that there door. You can see it on camera, which is good. That's why I just double checked. I'm gonna be hit with a blast of cold air. So I'm gonna bring it in. My podcast is coming soon. Got to work out days with friends. And, yeah, we'll get more updates. The video quality of the podcast is going to be less because this is a HD camera. So I know it sucks. You're used to all this fancy stuff and woo. No, we're bringing it back old school. So thank you for your time. Have a blessed day. And always check a fart after a hot, humid day. Just better safe than sorry.